Okay, so had a phone call. That's why the video cut off real quick. Um, all right. So continuing on with last year's seed haul that are not open that I'm going to use this year. We were doing green beans. This is the last batch of green beans that I have, and I bought 1, 2, 3, 4 of the Kentucky Wonder. These are pole beans. So I got some new trellises offline, and they are on Amazon. I'm not sure how to link products in the description. If I can figure it out, I'll do it. Let me work on that. I'm new here. So the description of these trellises, they're like they can be 7 foot tall by 5 foot wide, or they can be 8 foot wide by 6 foot tall, depending on how you put the little arch part in them. So I ran across a deal last year around tax time when I was looking online for, hey, I need cheap trellises, and I don't have a truck or vehicle that I could haul cattle panels here, and blah blah blah. So what I did was I ran across an off-season product for weddings, and it's they're like an aluminum metal little rods that come in a kit like this. You have 4 arch parts, and the rest of them are just foot long pieces of metal. You screw them all together and it makes an arch. So there was actually 3 of those in a pack, and I bought 2 different sets of those. I have one in the garden, I have one in the closet, and the other ones I gave to my sister because they grow gardens also. They live in Burlington area. Sorry, Burlington, North Carolina. So they have some little backyard gardens there, and she's not really able to, do a lot of bending. She's disabled, so trellising is a little helpful for her, just to be able to stand and pick things from. All right, so moving on, I got corn, and I know, corn readily cross-pollinates if you plant the different corns together. I kind of didn't care. I was just going to grow some corn. Actually got ears. Once again, never got to eat anything because, we have deers, raccoons, foxes, and just wild animals, that like to eat vegetables. So I want to grow this year. It's a Golden Cross. Looks very tasty. I like corn. I like corn a lot, actually. I don't like corn on the cob. I don't know. Next time what I do is I'll take the corn and wash it up and try my best to get all of the little hairy things off of it. I'm not sure exactly what the proper terminology is, but trying to get that off, and then I'll just cut the corn off the cob and make cream corn with it, and that's actually really good. And then the early gold sweet corn, and then the silver queen, which is actually really sweet to be a white corn. And then the elusive peaches and cream. This is actually a good mix between the white and the yellow. It's actually pretty good. Okay, and then of course, us being in the South and all, we're some okra loving fools around here. So I got the big jumbo pack of Simpson spineless okra. Grew these the first year and had okra trees. I mean, literally they were trees. These things grew to, they were like 12 foot tall, and I couldn't even pick the okra off of them. So they were very, very heavy producers. You want to pick them where they're around, not over 5 inches, because they start getting a little woody, a little tough, and then the seeds inside get a little too big. So you can fry it, put it in stews, put it in gumbos. You know, it's the main thing, gumbo. But most of the time here we fry them. I've actually found that cut them in long ways and roast them in the oven with other vegetables. It is awesome. The roasted okra, you would not believe. It's not, you know, most people don't like it because it's got the mucilage, it's the slimy, you know, but roasting them, you don't have to worry about that. So I got sugar snap peas. Got a big pack of those too, because you know you gotta grow 1,000 of these to get a cup full of peas. But they're good. Nothing like them. You go out there and pick a pod off and just eat it while you're doing other stuff in the garden. Is mainly what I do with them. Most of the time I've got, like I said, a little flower bed along the house, and I have like about 5-foot panel trellis that I'll put them on and grow them up that. You know, what I get's what I get. And we'll take, if I have any that I didn't eat while I was in the garden eating fresh, then I'll take and put them up. We make homemade vegetable soup and put them in that. It's really good. All right, and these are some tomato seeds that I had bought last year. This is a tomato Roma VF. Didn't really have too good of luck growing Roma tomatoes here because, you know, we have early blight set in. So I'm hoping those will do well this year. This is kind of a hybrid. And you have a Better Boy hybrid. These actually did really good for me last year. There's a few of these seeds that, you know, I had never really grown tomatoes from seed myself. I'd always bought starts, you know, tomatoes and peppers mainly. Everything else I can grow from seed and I don't have a problem with. But I was like, well, I'm going to buy these and just try it, you know, because save a whole lot of money, because, you know, this seed pack is what, $2.79. You got like 25 seeds in here. It's 25 plants, you know. Tomato plant at Lowe's Hardware, Walmart's $3-4 for one. You know, so you look around, see if you can get the one that accidentally somebody dropped extra seed in. You know, you pull that out and that type of stuff. But, you know, unless you go to we have the Virginia right, you know, not even 20 miles from us, and there's plenty of little farmer market type places there. You know, even a 6-pack, you know, it's still cheaper to grow from seed than to buy the 6-pack of the starts. And so this is a mortgage lifter. I've heard so much about this, and I finally saw it here. And this is one of the seeds that I got at that little discount place called Roses. And I was like, me, just try this. Because, you know, everybody's like, oh, the mortgage lifter is just great beefsteak, prolific, and blah, blah, blah. So I'm like, all right, well, I'm going to get it tried. Well, I didn't try it last year, but I'm trying it this year. And then black creme. I actually put 3 seeds of this in a cup last year, right before, I think it was like May, the end of April, May. 2 of the seeds came up. They did really well. They actually caught up with the starts that I had bought, and it outproduced the starts that I bought. That I grew this from seed like 3 weeks before I moved it outside. So it did really well. Excuse me. And then just a basic tomato beefsteak. So I'm going to try that. So this, I already sectioned these off, and these are seeds that I had decided that I wanted to try to start indoors. And, you know, like they have January on them, start this, start that. So then, you know, I got to looking, counting back, and I was like, you know what? If I put them in bigger cups, yeah, I could probably go ahead and start at the end of January, 1st of February. And, you know, because they're really going to be in the house or on my closed-in back porch, which, by the way, does not have heat or air. So right now is not a good time to try to seed start on that back porch. So all my seed starts would have to be in my dining room or big bathroom here. So I bought a little, this little 4 foldable, collapsible shelf bamboo type thing from Lowe's this week. So I'm going to try to set that up for the initial seed starting. I do have a heavy-duty rubber made shelving unit that I used last year. It takes up so much room on the back porch. So I have like a 7-foot deep freeze. I have a washer and dryer. We have our trash receptacle thing over in the corner where, you know, because we have to take our own trash off here. And then I have the hot water tank heater on, you know, it's all in like a, I don't know, a 10 by 12 room basically. So, you know, this 4-foot, 6-foot tall shelf is not really, you know, smart to put out there as you know, especially if it's going to be out there for months. So I'm going to use the rubber one outside. So like when, you know, you harden off your plants, you move them in, out, moving in, out, in, out. So I'm going to put that on the outside on the cement slab on the outside of the back porch to move the plants out and get them acclimated and move them back in, that type of thing. I know that's a bunch of rambling, but you know. So this is why I'm having to unclip all of these, because I had, you know, jumped ahead and was like, oh, we starting these suckers now, you know, but no, can't do all that. Because basically, you know, like mustard greens, yeah, you can start them now, but, you know, in our area, if you plant them in kind of a shady place, and see what I was talking about with the little seeds everywhere once you open the pack. So that's why I put them in a zipper bag, because seeds like that, you know. I mean, that's a whole pack of seeds in the bottom of the baggie. You know, and if you put them in that box and shake them around, you know, then you're not going to know for sure what you're growing. So then I had, that was the giant red, I'm sorry. This is the Florida broadleaf mustards. And then collards. I actually tried these last year. I planted them out a little too late. I was actually going to try to replant them in the fall, and like I said, I didn't actually get to plant the fall garden because I had to wind up working too much. So basically I did like a summer garden. I didn't really get to do a spring garden because, you know, we didn't have a spring. So I did a summer garden, and that was kind of basically it. Alright, and these are the evergreen bunching onions I grew last year. I showed you guys those yesterday on a video. Here's some more different brand. Carrots. I don't really have a whole lot of luck with carrots here. See, and here's another reason why I put them in zip bags, you know. So I had the multicolored carrots, rainbow carrots. I had a few of these that did pretty decent, you know, and to me, you know if it's, you know, it didn't grow to perfect, you know, 6-7 inch carrot, you know, that's fine with me. So, you know, if I had a carrot, you know, this long, hey, I'm going to pull it off, clean it up, and put it in a stew. That's $4 of a bag of baby carrots that I didn't have to go to the grocery store and spend, you know what I'm saying? So, I mean, that's just the way you have to look at things, you know. No, it's not the perfect fruit set, you know, the picture perfect, you know, lined up at the grocery store looking fruit, because, you know, real fruit you know, real food is dirty food. Real food has imperfect, you know, it's just the way it is. Still tastes the same, still cook it the same, use it. And I have the, what are these? Nadia? Scarlet Nadia. Really helpful if I read the pack before I showed it to you, wouldn't it? Okie dokie. Carrot, that's all the kind of carrots I like to kind of grow. Just, you know, basic orange, and then I like the color ones just because when you put them in a stew, it looks pretty. Some of them hold the color, some don't. Most of those, that mix holds the color. Then I have radishes. So I have the white icicle radish. These didn't really produce that well for me. That's probably, you know, grower area, because I just did a bunch in a row. Now these did really well for me. The cherry bell. I watch Gary at the Rustic Garden, he grows these like crazy. Grows them in anything. And they do very well for him. And they did really well for me. So, and then I have the early Scarlet Globe. These also did pretty well once, you know, the heat set in. They cracked a lot. So, you know, you have to keep an eye on them. The French dressing, they didn't do all that good for me. Most of them actually bolted pretty much. The White Globe Radish grew a few of them. They did okay. Most of them cracked because, like I said, you get the heat, and then you know the onset of surprise storms. It's not supposed to rain today. Oh, 3 o'clock, it's pouring down rain type situation here. And I thought these would be really cool. The Black Spanish didn't really produce anything for me, and then again, it was probably user error, you know, because I planted them way too close. And then the Sparkler, these actually did pretty good too. These are kind of hot, but my mom really loves radishes. She likes to eat radishes, pull it out of the dirt, wash it off, and eat it. I can't do that because it's a little spicy for me. So I found that cutting them up, roasting them, love them, love them. Alrighty, so this is getting a little long in the tooth here. I understand that. So we had Brussels sprouts I did not grow. These was supposed to be in my elusive fall garden that I didn't get to plant. Broccoli, a different kind of broccoli, and then cauliflower. So I'm probably not going to try to attempt. I might do, you know, a couple of seeds of each just to see what I can do at the first of the season this year, like the so-called spring summer transfer over. But I'll probably wait and do a bit of these in the fall. These are turnip, White Globe turnips. My mom loves turnips. These are actually pretty good roasted also. And these are just turnip tops. I got these at that 67 hardware store where I got those half-runner green beans from. So it just grows the top so you could use, you know, for the greens part. So then tried my hand at growing chard. Honestly, I really don't know how to use chard. I read that you could use it, you know, as a green, kind of like the mustard greens and that. So I just thought it was pretty. And then here's another mixed batch. And then right now I actually have this right here because I didn't think it was going to do anything, and I poured it out, and it's out here growing in my flower bed right now, along with a pot choy growing in the flower bed beside the house. Like all these pots aren't going to produce nothing. Let's just dump it out. Well, now they're out here in the flower bed, and I've got a big old batch of chard out here. Okay, so these are peppers. Some of these I actually saved seeds from a farmer's market last year of some beautiful bell peppers. All right, so this is just a mixed bell. You know, I don't care what color bell pepper it is. It's bell pepper. I love bell peppers. I don't care what color it is. Just grow me some peppers. These are seeds that I saved. It is a green bell pepper. And then I have the yellow bell pepper seeds that I saved. Orange that I saved. And then a red bell pepper. And I'm talking, these bell peppers were like, I have kind of big hands for a lady, but they filled my hands. So that's why I saved those seeds. And they were organic seeds from the farmer's market here in Cana, Virginia. Okay, and then these are some herbs. I have parsley, single Italian flat leaf, cilantro, coriander, and some more sage. I grew these last year. And this is all lettuce. You know, if you've seen one lettuce seed, you've seen them all basically, but this is a salad bowl blend. I actually planted all of this in my green stock last year. I did a layer of everything, and the colors were great. we ate salads, and then I didn't get to plant any back at in the fall. This is a prize head. Actually, these I get a cut and come again on them, and didn't actually let them get. And then seedless Simpson, and then a Bibb lettuce, and then here's a romaine, and then this is a repeat of the prize head. So I did all of those in my green stalk, and we had salad and salad and salad. And then the heat came and wiped it out. They started bolting, so I pulled them out and I put in the bush green beans. That did pretty good. So, you know, like I said, I know this is a little long in the tooth video. And that's all the seeds that I'm probably going to grow this year. So, thank you guys for watching and going through my old seeds and spending the day with me. Well, yeah, pretty much a day because it's a long video. But I hope you saw some seeds, you know, you didn't think about yours going to grow or try to grow, or heard something that inspired you to grow, or, you know, I know a lot of people, for me, I watch YouTube a lot of, you know, motivational type stuff, and I'm highly motivated anyways, but, you know, you get in the rut where you're just like, oh, it's cold, and then, you know, you're like, oh, it's garden season. So by the time it's garden season, you should have started your plants, you know, 2 months ago, that type of thing. But thank you guys. I hope you stick around. I hope you enjoy my videos, and good luck on your garden. And hope you get to find all the seeds you want to grow. So until next time, guys, thanks for coming home with me again today.